Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that everything you've worked for is gone. Your job, your reputation, your savings, even the people you thought would always stay. Now ask yourself a painful question. Would the universe owe you an explanation? Most of us instinctively answer yes. I worked hard. I was kind. I deserved better. But reality has a brutal reply. The universe doesn't reward effort. It doesn't punish evil. It doesn't care about fairness. Storms don't avoid good people. Disease doesn't ask whether you're generous. Success doesn't automatically arrive because you tried your best. This sounds cold, maybe even depressing. But what if this uncomfortable truth is actually the beginning of freedom? Because the moment you stop believing life owes you happiness, you stop waiting, and that's when your real life begins. The invisible contract. Without realizing it, almost everyone signs an invisible contract. It says something like this: if I'm a good person, if I work hard, if I follow the rules, this life will reward me. No one writes this contract down, but we all believe it. Children believe that good grades guarantee success. Employees believe loyalty guarantees promotions. Lovers believe love guarantees permanence. Entrepreneurs believe effort guarantees wealth. Then reality quietly tears up the contract. A hardworking employee gets fired. An honest business fails. A faithful partner gets betrayed. A healthy person receives a terrible diagnosis. The world keeps moving. Not because it's cruel, because it was never operating under our contract. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning that he would encounter selfishness, dishonesty, arrogance, and disappointment. Not because he was pessimistic, because expecting reality to behave differently only creates unnecessary suffering. Most pain isn't caused by events. It's caused by violated expectations. The expectation that life owes us something. Nature has no favorites. Go into a forest after a storm. You'll see ancient trees lying beside young ones. Nature didn't choose based on morality. It simply followed its laws. The ocean doesn't care whether you're a millionaire or a fisherman. Gravity doesn't become weaker because you're having a difficult day. The universe isn't personal. It isn't against you. But it also isn't working for you. This realization can feel lonely until you notice something remarkable. If the universe has no favorites, then it also has no permanent victims. Your past doesn't define your future. Your mistakes don't become eternal sentences. Every sunrise is impartial. Every new day begins with the same opportunity. Nature gives no guarantees, but it gives possibilities, and possibilities are enough. Why entitlement creates misery. Modern culture quietly teaches entitlement. You deserve success. You deserve happiness. You deserve abundance. These slogans sound empowering, but they hide a dangerous assumption that life is obligated to provide these things. Imagine planting a seed. Would you scream at the soil because it hasn't grown after one day? Of course not. Growth follows reality and not desire. Now compare that to how many people approach life. I worked hard for 6 months. Why am I not successful? I love someone. Why didn't they stay? I started a business. Why am I not rich? The hidden word is always the same. Why? As though reality owes us an explanation. But mountains don't explain themselves. Neither does time. Neither does life. The sooner we abandon entitlement, the sooner we begin adapting. The freedom of radical responsibility. Here's the surprising twist. If the universe owes you nothing, then nobody can truly take anything that was guaranteed. This changes everything. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? Instead, you ask, what can I do now? This is the difference between victims and creators. Victims negotiate with reality. Creators work with reality. A sailor cannot control the wind, but they can adjust the sails. Life works exactly the same way. You cannot control recessions. You cannot control betrayal. You cannot control aging. You cannot control death, but you always control your response. And that response becomes your life. This is what Stoicism calls the dichotomy of control. Not because controlling everything is impossible, but because controlling yourself is enough. Gratitude changes. Meaning, think about breathing. You didn't earn your next breath, it was given. The same is true for sunlight, friendship, laughter, music, a beautiful sunset. None of these are owed, they're gifts. When we believe we're entitled to them, we barely notice them. But remove the assumption that they're guaranteed, and suddenly everything becomes extraordinary. A meal isn't ordinary, it's nourishment. A conversation isn't ordinary, it's connection. Another morning isn't ordinary, it's another chance. Gratitude doesn't appear because life becomes easier. Gratitude appears because expectations become smaller. And strangely, the less you expect from life, the more life seems to give. History doesn't care about fairness. History is filled with brilliant people who died unknown, artists who never saw recognition, scientists ignored for decades, inventors ridiculed before changing civilization. The universe never promised immediate justice. Sometimes it never promises justice at all. If your purpose depends on fairness, your motivation will constantly collapse. Instead, build your purpose on action. The archer controls the aim, not where the wind carries the arrow. The writer controls the writing, not the reviews. The entrepreneur controls the effort, not the market. Detach your identity from outcomes, attach it to your character, because character remains yours, even when everything else disappears. Stop negotiating with reality. Many people spend years arguing with reality. This shouldn't have happened. I shouldn't have failed. They shouldn't have left. Reality never replies, because reality isn't listening. Imagine arguing with winter because it's cold. It sounds ridiculous, yet emotionally, that's exactly what we do. Acceptance doesn't mean approval, it means seeing clearly. Once you accept reality, your energy shifts from resistance to movement, from resentment to action, from wishing to building. This is why acceptance is one of the strongest forms of power. Not because it changes reality, because it changes you. Build a life that doesn't depend on luck. If nothing is guaranteed, then build what cannot easily be taken. Develop wisdom. No recession can steal wisdom. Develop discipline. No market crash can erase discipline. Develop courage. No betrayal can destroy courage. Develop kindness. No failure can bankrupt kindness. External success is fragile. Internal strength compounds forever. The strongest people aren't those who have avoided hardship. They're those who stopped expecting life to protect them. Instead, they prepared themselves for whatever came, the beautiful truth. The universe owes you nothing. At first, those words feel harsh, but look deeper. If life owes you nothing, then every sunrise is a gift. Every friendship is a miracle. Every opportunity is unexpected generosity. You don't wake up demanding another day. You wake up grateful you received one. Ironically, people who stop expecting rewards often accomplish the most because they work without resentment, love without guarantees, create without applause, live without bargaining, and perhaps that's the greatest freedom anyone can experience. Not believing the universe exists to serve you, but realizing you were never here to be served. You were here to live, to learn, to love, to create, to leave the world slightly better than you found it. The universe owes you nothing, but today it gave you another chance. The question is, what will you do with it?